Hey YouTube, well today I'm going to show you all this 2003 Mercedes-Benz E320 Wagon with 80,000 miles on it. This one happens to be the 4Matic, meaning it's all-wheel drive, and this will be the first ever tour I ever do of an E-Class wagon. And of this generation, known as the W210, was produced from '96 up until 2002, 2003 for the wagon. I always thought the wagon form of the E-Class this generation just looked a little weird to me, kind of like that of an egg. One cool fact, Camilla Soprano, Tony Soprano's wife from the show, The Sopranos, drove an E320 wagon, and I think it was silver, just like this one. Back here, it has a third seat, just like the Taurus. It faces this direction, and of course it folds flat back into the floor. Just pull this section like so. Very intuitive 60-40 split fold, so this will be a nice flat floor. Awesome for cargo. Let me put this back up the way it was. Not the most comfortable thing, but if you have kids, hey, it'll work. First aid kit. It should be back here. It's missing. I'm assuming the Bose amp is in there, along with the woofer. Here's the CD changer, 6-disc. Looks like an Alpine setup. Jack and tools, everything stored here. Spare tire is hidden under here, but I'm not going to bother pulling this thing out. Power outlet and a cup holder. Flimsy thing, but hey, they gave you a cup holder, but that one's broken. Just noticed. But yeah, you guys have an idea. The liftgate also assists itself. You can see right there, just let it click in, pulls itself in. The car has its roof racks, sunroof, the trademark monoblade wiper, which Mercedes did throughout the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. And this car rides on 215 55/16s rear disc brakes. Same exact interior as that E420 that I toured long ago. There may be mild differences, but for the most part everything's the same. Qualities were pretty good throughout on the door panel. Everything's soft to the touch, the wood grains, everything's padded, even inside the door pocket where you'll never touch. Adjustment to the steering column right there, up and down, telescope. Odd, but cool. Adjustments to the seat, backrest, headrest. See how the headrest goes up and down. Been a Mercedes thing in like forever. Memory seating, 3 settings, and that's about it in terms of that. Alright, here's the key fob. This car doesn't require a metal or physical key for you to insert into the ignition switch. You still have a physical key to use, like to unlock the glove box or maybe on the door just in case the battery were to drain out and you can't unlock the car with the remote. Lock, unlock, open the liftgate and panic. And this car has the tip start function, so you don't need to keep it twisted in order for the car to crank. It just touches away, watch. Like so. Yeehaw! Well, this will be the first ever tour of an E-Class wagon for me, but everything will be familiar as, again, I've toured a W210 before. I guess this will be just an updated tour. Now, comfort. The seats are very comfortable, supportive, just a place you'd want to be in a road trip. Perfect car to bring a whole family. Perforated inserts here. Lots of legroom, sufficient thigh support. I'm 6'1" and I feel very comfortable in this car. Yeah, a very roomy car, even if you're the biggest fatty. Interior qualities were also very good. Everything you put your hands on is soft to the touch, even the lid to this glove box, which is kind of small right there. It's like a little slit inside that dash, but hey, you at least have a glove box. In the South, the dashboard does have a tendency of cracking over here by the airbag especially. Up north, it's really not that common of an issue. Seat heaters, rear wiper, hazards, door lock, deactivates the alarm. This car actually has a sensor to activate the alarm if the car is being lifted away or stolen. The dual zone automatic climate control. Here's the radio. Of course, it has navigation, but it's not really working on me right now. Or navi. Oh, it needs a nav disc. CD slot is right there, and of course you have the CD changer in back. It has the Bose audio system, as I mentioned earlier. Biggest ashtray that you could ever ask for. Power outlet. That's how you close it, by the way. I'll leave it closed. Electronic stability control and traction control. All 4 windows have auto up and down functions, as you guys can hear. There you go. The 5-speed automatic with manual shift mode. Same transmission used in the C-Class, E-Class, S-Class, SL, even in the Sprinter vans and current V12 Benzes. I think it was in 2011 or 2012 that it was discontinued for the 7G-tronic transmission. This is known as the 5G-tronic or 722.6 gearbox. Chrysler even uses it too. Solid gearbox. Winter mode makes the car take off in second gear, reduce wheel slippage. And the power mirrors right there for either side, and the little joystick. Cup holder. Let's see if this one's not broken, because most of them are. No, it's not. It's very flimsy. I had the same exact cup holder in my 2000 C230 compressor. It wasn't broken, fortunately, but I hated using it because it was just so flimsy, and I see so many of these cars with broken cup holders. Center console armrest is soft to the touch, opens right up, and yeah, you have decent amount of storage in there. And what's this? Oh, this is the broken cup holder that should have been in back. Interesting. Yeah, it's full of crud right now. A dual action lid, so just pull off over here, and there's this other section. So less of a mess. It does not slide forward. The steering wheel is nicely thick. It's leather wrapped. Radio controls. Check the information throughout the car, such as the radio. You can see the FM frequency. Trip computer, just about everything you want to see, even average MPGs, and this is where you fluctuate everything. The cruise control lever, simple thing. Some people do struggle using this because when they want to hit the turn signal, they'll hit this, but you easily get used to it, and when you're cruising, all you have to do is, whoop, cruise control's on. That's it. No other switches or thingamajiggers to activate. And the wipers, intermittent speed wipers, and just check out monoblade wiper. I always love that. Headlamps, pull for fogs, and pull it again a second time and it activates the rear fogs. The e-brake, very easy. Headliners of good qualities, very cushiony. Oh shit, handles are not damped. That's surprising. Just slaps right back up. Mirror and vanity light, I think the bulb is burnt or it's just not working. Sun visor is very thick. Map lights and just a little dome light. And for the rear passenger light over there, this controls the sunroof. Everything's automatic, works, there's no gremlin. And of course the driver's side sun visor, mirror and vanity light. Oh, this one is working. Rear view mirror dims, of course, and the HomeLink garage door opener below. And this was an old roadside assistance button right there. Kind of makes it look as if the car will explode when you push it. I pushed it in my C-Class once and the thing just started beeping like crazy. I thought the thing was literally going to blow up. So yeah, this doesn't function anymore, I think because it's an analog setup. And the back seat. Materials on the door panel, identicals up front. Ashtray right there on the door. And of course the auto up and down function for the window. Everything is soft to the touch again. And the seats do fold down, but I don't know, for some reason it just doesn't want to unlatch over there, so I can't show you right now. And you can look at the front seat again. Everything's very clean, simple, elegant, whatever you want to call it. You have the AC right there, and I did have the seat adjusted a bit further back than I would have wished, and this is the end result of the legroom. At least Mercedes added these inserts in the back for us, but legroom really isn't that great in the back seat, but you won't feel cramped. Had I adjusted the seat to where I prefer, I would have had a bit more space in here, but this really isn't the roomiest back seat. Arms flips down, very cushiony, slide out cup holder, and it's very sturdy. It's not flimsy at all. 3.2 liter single overhead cam V6. It's 221 horsepower, 232 foot-pounds of torque. Believe it or not, this engine has 12 spark plugs, so it has 2 spark plugs per cylinder. And another cool fact, this engine, known as the M112, the V8 engines of this era were the same exact design of this engine, just that this car has 2 less cylinders and the V8s just have 2 more cylinders. As you heard from the exhaust view, this car has a 4K rev limit, so it's not going to be that much to listen to. Oh, I just noticed the airbag light is on. I think can somewhat peak over 4,000 RPM when you mash it. It's a very throaty engine, and very smooth too. Well, YouTube, as I said earlier, this is just an updated tour, and I believe a wagon form of this generation E-Class was so overdue. I think I'll start looking for the next generation E-Class after this. But anyways, YouTube, thanks for watching, and I really hope you all enjoyed this tour.